Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Fanie Naude here, and welcome to another one of my Monday videos. Today I want to be asking you guys, are you currently running Facebook ads? And if you are, you want to stay tuned for the rest of this video because we are going to go through all of the top mistakes accounting practices are making while running Facebook ads. This is going to be quite interesting. We're basically going to show you a little bit more in depth about how we think about doing marketing. And if these mistakes are prevalent in your company while you're doing marketing, you're losing out on so much return on investment. So stay tuned for the rest of this video. So let's start off by saying we've been running Facebook ads for a couple of years now for ourselves, and for the last 2 years we've been running some Facebook ads for our clients as well. So we have some success stories where the ads ran quite perfectly for us or for our clients, and there's other times where it just didn't work, or something went wrong and you didn't get that return on investment that you were looking for. So we have some experience in this. We've been running a bunch of Facebook ads consistently. At the moment we're still doing it, and right now we have quite a robust system that's consistently getting us more results. So at this moment we're feeling like, there's most probably a lot of things that we still don't know, because it's just such a vast area of specialty in doing Facebook advertising and just doing marketing overall, that we know that we don't know everything. But let us go across a list of the things that we do know should be in place and which we know works extremely well. So just follow our logic with these different mistakes that you're currently making. So while I'm scrolling through Facebook, I see a lot of accounting practices marketing at the moment, doing some Facebook ads, and most of them do all of these things wrong. So the first thing you should be thinking about when running ads is, what is your goal? What is your end result that you are looking for? Now, this is extremely important, because if you're thinking about, okay, but maybe I should just run a likes campaign, or maybe I should just do some brand awareness. Well, that very seldom leads to paying clients. Yes, it gets your brands out there, people get to know you a little bit better and so forth, but at the end of the day, it doesn't always result in paying clients. So what are you looking for? Are you looking for more likes on your page, because likes doesn't really turn into clients? Or are you looking for conversations? Because every single sale that happens in a service delivery environment needs to be a conversation. It needs to be you talking to them on the phone, you scheduling a strategy session, you going and visiting them, you just having a conversation. Even if it's through a messenger or email, you're still having that contact with that person to get them interested in buying your services. You cannot just say we do accounting services and expect people just to randomly buy with you. You still need to have a conversation. So are your Facebook ads leading to conversations with your prospects? Is this something that's happening? And I can tell you now, if you're doing a likes campaign to get more likes on your Facebook page, and you're doing awareness campaigns and all that, it doesn't lead to conversations. It leads to more people seeing your brand, yes, but it doesn't lead to conversations. You need conversations to close deals. So think about, what is your main goal? Is your main goal just that everybody knows you, or do you want to increase profit? Do you want to get more return on investment? Is that something that you're looking for? If it is, run lead ads, run conversion ads that leads to conversations, leads to leads that you can contact over the phone. This is very, very standard stuff, but you still need to think about this, because I'm seeing like 5 to 10 accounting practices just running likes campaigns, and it's like you are paying actual money for this. You're not getting return on investment on this. Think about it. And the next thing is, on that point, is Facebook's algorithm needs to learn. So if you're running ads and you're just going for engagement, just going for awareness, it's going to optimize for that. It's going to optimize and show your ads to the people that's most likely to engage with your post, or to like your post, or to just click the like button. It's not necessarily going to optimize for the people that's going to take action and contact you. It's not going to optimize for the people that's willing to give their details as a lead that you can contact them. This is something that you should be thinking about. Then your marketing message. Now, this is just the overall problem in the accounting industry, and this is something that we're really trying hard to solve. And it's quite difficult because we can only do it a few firms at a time. But the marketing message is way too broad. So at the moment, you're seeing 10 different accounting companies, and what does every single one of them say? For all your accounting needs, we do general accounting. Here's a list of our services. We are your most professional accountants. We have so many years in experience, and that's just the basic mix. So every single one of them sound exactly the same. So then it's about, okay, but who do I choose? How do I choose between those companies that's saying the exact same message? So if you're thinking about getting more, let's say, plumbers, target plumbers, talk specifically to them, give a marketing message to them. If you're going for construction companies, make an ad that says it's specifically for construction companies, that you just get the eyeballs that you want. If you're just going to go general, you're going to get general clients as well. So another thing, what are you looking for? Are you looking for your ideal client profile, or are you just looking for another client? Is it something that you want to do? And I can tell you now, you get a lot more results when you go a little bit more niche down, because they say the riches are in the niches. So you should think about, okay, maybe I should go for my ideal client instead of just my general, let's say, man on the street. And then you're thinking about, okay, but if I just list all of my services, they will know what they need. And if you've ever dealt with any sort of business or small business, it doesn't matter where, how many of them that actually understand what you are offering, that actually understand your services and what they entail and what the value of those services are? How many businesses understand what accounting or accountants does or do? They don't know. They just don't know. They have no idea. So if you're going to list your services, it's going to sound like a foreign language to them, and they're not going to be interested. There's so few people that understand those terms, understand those services and what they entail, that you cannot just list them. It's not something that people are just going to click and say, yes, that's something I want. Like somehow I need CIPC registrations. Like they probably don't even know what the CIPC is. Or, the EMP 501s need to be submitted. And they're like, oh shit, what code is this? I don't understand what's going on here. So I know this might sound funny, and I don't want to be condescending, but this truly does happen. And I've spoken to some business owners and accountants, and they're like, no, my clients have absolutely no idea why they need this. Every client that calls me, they don't know what we do. They have no idea what's going on. And it's funny because it's true. That's another thing. So next thing is competing on price. This is something, okay, you've decided, great, I just want to list my bottom line price. Like, I'm going to do this for you for 500 Rand a month. Or I'm going to do this for you for $1,000 a month. And something that you should realize is if you compete on price, you will get price hunters. Or like one of our previous clients had to say, it's your vampire clients. It's the guys that just sucks all of the life and energy out of your practice and then just leaves you for another accountant. Because they are not loyal. They hunt after the specific price. If they're going after $1,000 and someone else says 900, they're going to leave you, go to the cheaper one. That's just how it is. They go for the cheapest price. So if you want, loyal customers and clients that you can build the relationship with that's going to last for years, don't compete on price. Compete on the value that you give to them and the problems that you can solve for them. Don't go and compete on price, because you're going to get a bunch of clients that's not loyal. They're not going to respect you. They're not going to respect your time. They're not going to respect the things that they need to deliver to you. It's just, there's no respect in that relationship, because they know when someone else charges 20 Rand less, they're going to go to that person. So that's something you keep in mind if you're going to run ads just with the price. Then the look and feel. The look and feel is, what are you going for? Are you going for a personal relationship that you can build with your clients and they know exactly who you are and they would love to work with you specifically? Or do you want to come across as this big corporate company? Now, it depends on you. If you want to come across this big corporate company that has this massive amount of capacity and can deal with absolutely everything, that's your prerogative. You can do that. If you're a small accounting practice and you want to highlight the fact that you build a personal relationship with your clients, Well, rather not use corporate images, because corporate images gives a corporate look and feel. Use images of you. Use images of you and your staff. Use personal images that they can relate to you as a person and feel that you're going to most likely going to build that personal relationship with them. If you want to be a corporate company, yes, use corporate images, that's fine. But I can tell you now, there's not a lot of people that really relate to those corporate images. It feels very cold. And I don't know if that's really something that you want to go for, but that's your prerogative. Then something budget, your budget versus your customer lifetime value. Now, this is something that we have seen in our firm as well, in our company as well with our clients, and that is there's not a very clear understanding of how much you should be spending on marketing. How much should you be spending on Facebook ads? So very simply, if you are looking for a 5,000 Rand client per month, don't be expecting to test or spend money less than 5,000 Rand per month to acquire that client. Don't think that you can spend 800 Rand or 1,000 Rand and get, a 5,000 Rand client. That does happen, yes, but it's very rare, especially if you're just starting out with Facebook ads and you're just starting out with advertising and your marketing message and all of that has not been tested and perfected. If you cannot give your marketing message to a normal small business in person and close that person in a sale, and you're trying to use your marketing message that's not tested in your Facebook advertising, you think that suddenly it's just going to work and get you a 5-to-1 return on investment, that's not something that happens. Very, very seldom somebody gets lucky and suddenly there's the right person that sees the ad and great, they get a client. But overall, the averages show that you should be considering what the customer lifetime value is for your clients. If you're going to get a client that's going to pay you 5,000 Rand per month for at least 6 to 12 months, that's a long customer lifetime value. How much would you be willing to spend to acquire that client? Well, on the very minimum, it should be 5,000. Like if your marketing message is not working that well, yes, you can go a little bit higher to test different variations and see and perfect that hypothesis of your marketing. But right now, you should be realizing that you cannot spend 2,000 Rand and expect 3 clients that are going to pay you 5,000 Rand each for the next 12 months. That's a customer lifetime value of a lot. Like I think it's like 60 grand or something. Don't think you're going to just spend 2,000, you're going to get 60 grand back, per client for the next 12 months. It's just not going to happen. It's not something that's realistic. So don't go into Facebook ads thinking that if I'm going to spend 500 rands to test and it doesn't work, I'm just going to leave the entire strategy and Facebook ads doesn't work. We've talked to so many practice owners that's like, no, but I ran this ads and I spent like $1,000 and didn't get any clients. Or no, I spent like 500 Rand and didn't get any clients. Or no, I spent like 5,000 Rand and I just got a bunch of likes, but nobody turned into clients. Like, yes, all of these things should be in place for your marketing to work. If it's not in place and you're not thinking about every single thing here, you're most probably losing out on a lot of return on investment and losing out just on a lot of money. Because sometimes or most times, if you're not doing it correctly, you will be losing money. You'll just be throwing money away because you didn't do the work before you ran the ads. Next thing is lead capture. So let's say, for example, you are going and you want leads. You want leads that can lead to conversations, that can lead to, paying clients. You should have a system in place to capture those leads. Or you should be running lead ads on Facebook that Facebook can capture those leads for you. This is something that's people are running ads that's not connected or integrated with any sort of system that can capture leads. Now this is just pure negligence, because if you don't have something to capture the leads with, how are you going to get in contact with them? Where's the contact details going to be? Like, this is something that should be in place. If it's not in place, you're not going to get those leads. And with that system, we would always suggest leading with value. Leading with value. Give them something valuable. Give them something that they would find valuable. People are so much more interested in giving their contact details to you if you give them something of value. That's such a fundamental thing of our way of understanding how marketing works, is just leading with value. We just give more and more and more value, because we know that if someone sees how much value that we give to them, they're going to be interested in working with us. Because if we can give so much value for free, imagine the amount of value that we can give if you are one of our clients. Now, this is the mind game that we are playing with them, and it's honest. It's so honest to just give something for free, or just give something of value to them that they can implement in the business that can truly improve their business. If that's something that you're giving for free, those people are going to feel like the first, when you call it, your first interaction with the company was very well. Like they have this great sense of, oh man, these guys, they gave me so much value. If I can, I want to work with those people. So something that you should be thinking about. It doesn't take a lot of time to create something of value, because at this time when you're running your practice for so long, you know the common mistakes that your clients are making. You know the common things that they should have in place that most don't. And if you're just going to write something or create a PDF, create a value video, something along those lines, just to give them that value, they are going to see you in a different light. Then connected to that system, the lead capture, is a long-term nurture process. This is something that should be in place. This is not something that's like the core of the advertising, but this is to get you that extra little return on investment, because not everybody is ready to make that first decision the first time they see your ads, or the first time that they take your lead magnet, or the first time they give the information to contact them. They're not always ready to just take action. So what we do is you plug in that person into a long-term nurture process, consistently delivering value over a period of time. So it's like a newsletter or something along those lines. That's not spam. It's not giving just promotions the whole time. It's giving value on a consistent basis, let's say once a week. And once that person is ready, you are on top of his mind, because every week he gets an email from you giving some more value, and finally they decided, okay, I'm going to grow my business. I need an accountant, or I need a consulting accountant that's going to help me with this. That guy who's been sending me value for the last 7 weeks, I think I should maybe contact him and see where I'm standing. That's such a fundamental thing. It works really well. All of the major companies have this. This is very important, that you have email marketing in place, email, let's say long-term nurture. It really does work. It's a lot of let's say it's a lot of trouble that you need to go through to put everything in place in the beginning, but once it's in place and you have that nurture process down, then it really helps. It really helps with that return on investment. And finally, the last thing I want to be talking about is retargeting. Now, this is something that's very technical and the people don't understand this, but if you're running Facebook ads and you're leading people to your website and so forth, you want to track those people that you can run ads to them again, because they already showed interest. They might not have taken action, but they already showed interest. So this is going to be a warmer sort of audience than your normal cold audience you're just going to run ads towards. So this is going to be warmer. But you should have your Facebook pixel installed on your website to track all of these people. If you did not do this, or this sounds foreign to you, let's say, for example, let's say shop for shoes, and you suddenly get all of these ads around the internet with extra shoes, extra shoes, extra shoes. That's the Facebook pixel at work. It shows what you're interested in. They can use you as part of an audience to retarget you with more advertising. This is extremely important if you want to get that massive amount of return on investment. So we are always going for 3-to-1 return on investment, and at the bare minimum 2-to-1. But to get to the higher levels of return on investment with Facebook ads, you will need to have all of these things in place. Retargeting, such a big thing. Someone might be seeing your ad, click on it, and suddenly they had to run into a meeting. Or suddenly they had to go to the bathroom, or someone called them, or there was something urgent emergency. And if they saw your ad, they wanted to take action, but they couldn't. Life got in the way. This is just a way to retarget those people that you know showed interest, that they can have another chance to interact with you, become a lead, become a client, and really drive up that return on investment with your Facebook ad. So guys, I really hope I provided a lot of value in this video. I wrote down a list here of everything I wanted to be talking about, because it's just so many things that you should be having in place. Otherwise, you're missing out. You're really truly missing out on return on investment. And just keep all of these things in mind the next time you run Facebook ads. If you want some help with this, you need some extra consultation, what are you currently doing wrong, we do offer free free marketing consultations. So, you know, just reach out to us. We do a video like this every single Monday. You can reach out to us either on Facebook, email, or just schedule a call directly. Either one of those, we're happy to help. And, you know, let's see those return on investments rise, guys. So thanks, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your week.